Hey everyone, it's Colin from Aaron's Technology Blog. Today we have the Vodafone Smart 4 Turbo, which is Vodafone's latest own brand 4G smartphone running Android KitKat. So this is our review. Okay, so just to take you around the device quickly here. It's quite a nice device. The build quality is pretty solid. The backplate is obviously removable for you to replace the battery and swap in and out your SIM and your micro SD card. You've got power key on the right, volume rockers on the left, and you've got your charging port on the top and your 3.5mm jack. And then on the bottom there's nothing at all except a microphone. It feels pretty good in the hand. The weight is nice. It's not too light and not too heavy. In terms of the hardware in relation to the screen, you're talking 218 ppi, which is not too bad on the 4.5-inch screen, especially for €99. However, it is a TFT screen as opposed to IPS, so viewing angles are not brilliant, as you can see there. So nor is outside readability in sunlight. In terms of memory, it's got 4GB of internal storage and 1GB of RAM, but you can augment that then with 32GB micro SD card. The screen resolution, to go back to that again, is 480 by 854 pixels. So it's not brilliant, but it will suffice for anyone just looking for I suppose a decent Android smartphone. Camera wise, you've got a 5-megapixel lens there and just a single flash, and you know the quality is not going to be brilliant. And then you've got a VGA camera on the front. It's running a Snapdragon 400 processor, which is pretty much the same as what's in, say, your Moto G or your HTC 2 Mini, but for whatever reason on this one at least, it's not exactly going to blow you away with its performance. If we were to look at, say, on Tutu, you can see that it's getting a rating of good job and a score of 15030, which is not too bad. However, if you come into Benchmark 02 and you have a look at the results, you can see they're pretty dire with an overall score of 366. So in terms of gaming, while it will run a lot of games, they're just not going to look particularly brilliant on the screen, and they're not going to perform particularly brilliant either. To bring you into the settings, you can swipe down here, and if we come into storage, you can see that out of the box the total space is very, very poor. It's 4GB. But after the OS has had its fill of what it needs, you've got 2.38 remaining, which is you know, not good. You're going to fill that up within the day just from downloading apps. So definitely get yourself a 32GB card if you can. Other than that, reception is very good. Call quality is very good. It's 4G, as we said, so you'll have no problem getting your 4G signal in an area that has 4G. Other than that, the signal is rock solid and call quality is very good. It's fairly vanilla Android experience here. There's, you know, this is the camera app. It's pretty stock. It's pretty quick as well, actually. It's just not that good. But you can see here the OS is pretty stock Android. You've got your key like this. You can go into your widgets, all that kind of stuff, and add what you like. Other than that, there's not too much to say really. It's a decent phone for €99. Battery life is quite good, with over an 1800 milliamp battery on board, so it's going to see you through the day, no problem. So anyone out there looking for a cheap, reasonable, and overall pretty good Android phone, you could do an awful lot worse than a Vodafone Smart 4 Turbo. Thanks for watching.